mes amis? Comment ça va, les libéraux? Merci, Brenda, pour tout ton travail et ton leadership. Je suis très content d'être avec vous ce soir. It's a wonderful Blues birthday. I obviously want to start by congratulating and welcoming our volunteers and a positive message of being there for people. I was in Mississauga Lakeshore a few weeks ago talking to volunteers. Liberals from across the province and across the country went to knock on doors and make calls. This was a competitive race, and the very first since Pierre Poilievre became leader. But where was the leader of the Conservative Party? He didn't show up. He didn't show up for his candidate, for his party, or for the people of Mississauga. I know a lot of Conservatives are feeling a bit let down right now. He was supposed to be this great campaigner, and he didn't show up. Not even once. His team, supposedly, kept him away because, as they saw things were going to be tough, they didn't want him to wear the loss. Trust me, as leader, you wear everything, win or lose. As Liberals, we show up. We connect with Canadians, door to door, phone call by phone call. We listen. We share what we stand for. We showed up for the people of Mississauga. Charles Sousa showed up for the people of Mississauga, and they showed up for us. So thank you to them, and thank you to every one of you who was a part of it. Of course, this is also a very sad week for Liberals, for Manitobans, and for all parliamentarians. Lundi, on a perdu un important membre de notre mouvement libéral. Jim Carr va nous manquer tous. As Jim said it himself, he loved every square meter of this country. People on the prairies, all Canadians, will remember him for his clear-headedness, his pragmatism, his sense of decency, his passion, his thoughtfulness, his generosity. To his family, Colleen, Dan, Rachel, Rebecca, Kieran, Daniel, our thoughts are with you. You can be proud of what Jim accomplished up until the very end. I'd like to ask us all to stand and take a moment of silence for Jim. Merci, mes amis. We would have loved to be here tonight. We would have loved to see this room full of Liberals. It is so good to be here with you all tonight. This event is one of my favorite holiday traditions, and I'm so grateful that we're all back together to celebrate in person this year. After 2 years, being able to thank you face to face tonight, being able to see you smiling, being able to hear the energy in the room, this is the greatest gift of them all. Aux employés, aux bénévoles, à tous ceux qui croient en notre mouvement libéral, d'un océan à l'autre, merci pour tout votre travail. Merci pour vos efforts, vos idées, votre ténacité. On ne va pas se cacher. On vient de passer à travers une année difficile, mais vous n'avez pas lâché. Vous avez travaillé fort, pas juste pour le parti, pas juste pour les députés, le Conseil des ministres. Vous avez travaillé fort pour tous les Canadiens. It's been a difficult year. It's been tough for families dealing with the impacts of global inflation. It's been tough for healthcare staff who keep working, including through these holidays. It's been tough for our friends and allies overseas. It's been tough for our Commonwealth as we lost a sovereign that represents stability for 70 years. It was tough for the people of Ottawa, Windsor, and in border communities across the country who faced illegal occupations. It's been a tough year, but my friends, at a time when we see the world changing before our eyes, let's remember who we are and what we stand for. Our greatest strength will always be the openness, ingenuity, and resolve of all Canadians. I'm proud of who we are as a country. Je suis fier du travail que les Canadiens font à chaque jour pour rendre notre pays encore meilleur. Je sais qu'il y a beaucoup de personnes qui sont inquiètes de pouvoir payer leurs factures ou d'être capables de payer l'épicerie. Mais essayer de faire de la politique en amplifiant la peur des gens ne sera jamais la bonne solution. Mr. Poilievre might choose to undermine our democracy by amplifying conspiracy theories. He might decide to run away from journalists when they ask him tough questions. That's how he brands himself. That's his choice. But when he says that Canada is broken, that's where we draw the line. This is Canada. And in Canada, better is always possible, but I don't accept Canadians and politicians that talk down our country. Let me be very clear. Let me be very clear for the record. Canada is not broken. When I see what the great people at Dress for Success are doing to empower vulnerable women, help them find jobs and be independent, I don't see a Canada that's broken. When our brave women and men in uniform are picking up chainsaws to cut fallen trees and clear roads in Atlantic Canada after the hurricane, Canada is not broken. When the Southern Chiefs Organization is repurposing the historic Hudson's Bay building in downtown Winnipeg to create affordable housing, Canada is not broken. When Rayut, the mother of 3 young children in BC, tells me she's now able to go back to work full-time because childcare fees have been cut in half this year, Canada is far from being broken. But this is not just her. In November, the employment rate in Canada for women aged 25 to 54 reached close to 82%, the highest it's ever been. That's because when we invest in childcare, moms like Rayut don't have to choose between their careers and their families. This is what we mean when we say that social policies like affordable childcare are also economic policies. Moms and dads across the country are saving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month because of our investments in childcare. And when we roll up our sleeves to do this work together to build an economy that works for all Canadians, we see it. Canada is not broken. Tant et aussi longtemps qu'on est là les uns pour les autres, comme on a vu les gens s'entraider aux îles de la Madeleine après Fiona, ou partout au pays pendant la pandémie, il n'y a aucun défi qu'on ne peut pas relever ensemble. Au Parti libéral, on continue de se concentrer sur des vraies solutions. Notre vision de l'avenir est positive parce qu'on croit en les Canadiens. Ce sont les gens, notre plus grande richesse. My friends, we can't take our progress for granted. We have to keep working hard. Mr. Poilievre is a career politician who's been part of the Conservative Party establishment with Stephen Harper and others for 20 years. He's ready to say anything to anyone if he thinks that could help him win. And that's reckless. Spreading disinformation and conspiracy theories from the darkest corners of the internet, that's reckless. Pretending you can opt out of inflation with cryptocurrencies, that's reckless. I mean, think about it. If people had listened to Poilievre's advice back in March and had invested their life savings in Bitcoin to opt out of inflation, or their parents had invested their retirement savings, they would have seen close to 60% of those savings wiped out. That's not the kind of thoughtful economic solution that people have a right to expect from their leaders. Mais il n'y a pas seulement les conseils économiques de Pierre Poilievre qui sont irresponsables. Se servir d'un mot-clic misogyne sur YouTube pour parler directement à des groupes anti-femmes pensant que son message peut s'y plaire, ça aussi, c'est irresponsable. You know, when Roe versus Wade was overturned last summer, we felt it here in Canada, viscerally. A lot of Canadians were rightly angry, disheartened when they saw their friends in the United States losing their rights. As you all remember, this happened back in June, and at the same time, the Canadian women were worried about their rights. Pierre Poilievre and his team continue using YouTube tags to purposely engage with anti-women groups online. You see, this kind of reckless behavior is just another example why we can never take our hard-won progress for granted. Now, we've all heard it. Some people, when they hear Liberals say the word pro-choice or abortion, they tell us this is not a real issue. They accuse us of stirring things up. But what these mostly male critics are missing is that it's not simply about the leader of the opposition's personal views. It's about he lead a team that would shape the policies of this country, from the judges that are appointed, to the legislation that is passed, to the health care that is, or is not, funded. Dans l'équipe de M. Poilievre, il y a des personnes anti-choix qui ont maintenant des plus grandes plateformes que jamais. Malgré le fait que la majorité des Canadiens est au choix depuis longtemps, les politiciens conservateurs sont encore soutenus par des organisations anti-choix très bien financées. Non seulement il faut protéger notre progrès, il faut continuer d'en faire plus. Il faut continuer d'améliorer les services en matière de santé sexuelle et reproductive. Our Liberal team will always be there to defend women's rights and the rights of all Canadians. Our work matters. Your work matters. Think about everything we've done and everything we're doing. On fait croître l'économie et on crée de bons emplois pour la classe moyenne. Il y a un demi-million de Canadiens de plus qui ont un emploi maintenant comparativement à avant la pandémie. Just last week, we opened the first full-scale commercial electric vehicle manufacturing plant in Canada. We're producing some of the cleanest steel and aluminum in the world, and we're going to do even more. With our strategic investments and with the help of great Canadian workers, we've gone up from 5th in the world to 2nd in the world when it comes to the battery supply chain. Canada will become the clean energy and technology supplier a net zero world will need. Ensemble, on a un plan ambitieux pour lutter contre les changements climatiques. On a mis un pied sur la pollution tout en remettant plus d'argent dans les poches des Canadiens. On fait des investissements historiques dans le transport en commun pour s'assurer que nos communautés soient plus connectées, que notre air reste propre. Dans la prochaine décennie, notre interdiction sur les plastiques à usage unique va avoir éliminé l'équivalent d'1 million de sacs de poubelles remplis de déchets. On travaille avec les peuples autochtones pour protéger nos terres et nos océans. Since 2015, we lifted 137 long-term drinking water advisories, and we're continuing to lift them. You have lifted 435,000 kids out of poverty and starvation. On a banni les armes de style assaut. On s'est assuré que les Canadiens puissent avoir des vaccins durant la pandémie et on a investi pour produire des vaccins ici chez nous. We promised to end the blood donation ban on men who have sex with men, and we kept our promise. We established gender parity around the cabinet table. And the list goes on delivering real results for Canadians. À travers le monde, le Canada continue d'être une force positive, un allié fiable. Le Canada est le seul pays du G7 à avoir un accès en libre-échange complet avec tous les autres membres du G7. We stood up for Canadians when it came time to renegotiate NAFTA. Since 2015, we've been welcoming more refugees with open arms from Syria, from Afghanistan, from Ukraine. We're welcoming people from around the world who continue to contribute and build this great country. We're making it clear that the world can count on Canada when times get tough. We're supporting Ukraine as they defend themselves against Russia's aggression, and I want to use this opportunity to thank Ivan for all the work he's doing on this file. Et je veux aussi, bien sûr, souligner le travail d'Emmanuel, qui continue d'être là avec nous pour soutenir les gens d'Haïti. I want to thank Majid and Ali and all of you for your work supporting women in Iran through this difficult time. All of you in this room, you're making a real difference. Merci. Merci pour les longues heures. Merci pour votre dévouement. We're all doing this work And we know there's much more to be done. No matter what the challenges are, we won't be giving up. We're going to get through these tough times because we're going to do it together. And this is important. When we say we're building a stronger future for everyone, we mean all Canadians, no matter who you voted for. Let us always remember, conservative Canadians are not our enemies, they're our neighbors, our uncles and cousins, and our co-workers. We need to listen to them. Respectful disagreements and debate are an essential part of our democracy and will always be a part of our lives, even sometimes around the Christmas table. So this holiday season, let's remember to be there for one another, to be patient with one another, to be open to one another. After all, we're all in this together. Continuons de travailler ensemble pour rendre la vie plus abordable pour la classe moyenne et ceux qui travaillent fort pour s'y joindre. Let's continue to walk the road of reconciliation. Let's make our country safer and cleaner for everyone. And let's remember that with hope and hard work, we can and will ensure the very best